I don't know if it's the state of the world or if I'm just super emotional right now, but I can't believe I ended up tearing up at the end of Scoob. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun review. Hello friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is EJ Marino, and today we are diving into a brand new review. I was lucky enough to see the brand new film Scoob early, and we're diving in to all things Scooby-Dooby-Doo. What a wonderful, wholesome, fun family time I had with this movie. I walked into Scoob a little nervous because I'm a pretty big Scooby-Doo fan. I am from the generation of a pup named Scooby-Doo. I was raised on reruns from Where Are You, Scooby-Doo? I am a Scooby-Doo. Hell, I'm a Hanna Barbera fanboy. So I was really excited to see this movie. I saw that Blue Falcon was in it, Dino Mutt. I was just like, they're doing something good. Oh boy, they're going for the nostalgia. I'm scared. But this movie isn't just filled with nostalgia. It goes and kind of veers off into its own path, which I really like. But overall, this is made for Scooby-Doo fans, for Hanna-Barbera fans. There's so many references, little Easter eggs. Hell, this could even be for Warner Brothers fans because there's references to like Lady Gaga's A Star Is Born or even like things like Wonder Woman. This just overall feels like a love letter and could work for every demographic. That's what I think makes a perfect family film. When this could work for the little ones, teenagers, and the grown-ups, that's how you know you hit every market. And when you have me laughing at Shaggy and Scooby singing Shallow from Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, you know you got me. You know you got like the teenage and the adult demographic. But how would the little ones feel? I don't have any little ones around me, so I couldn't really test this movie with them, but this made the little kid inside of me just so overjoyed watching Scooby and Shaggy get into typical hijinks. Like, you know that one thing that they would always do in the classic show when they're like running from the bad guys and they would get into a disguise and the bad guy would fall for it? There's a gag like that in this movie, and it still made me laugh. There's just something about the simplicity of a Scooby-Doo story that works for me. And then this movie goes into its own direction, does bigger and bolder things, adds in Dee Dee Skies, Dino Mutt, Blue Falcon, some other stuff, Dick Dastardly's here. There's a lot in here. So when this movie goes the extra mile, it starts to feel like its own thing, its own vibe. And I would say I would love to see more from this universe, more from what they built here with this like Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe. Oh god, I can't believe I just said that. But yes, whatever they're building here, you got me. I would see at least another one of these movies. When you give me a story about friends and trying to find their chosen family and how important friendship is, but knowing you should grow as friendships, I'm already going to be like, oh my god, this is so powerful. Again, I don't know if it's the time period or what, but this movie really touched me. It's the nostalgia, it's there for sure, but just the overall message of this movie, I don't want to belittle this movie and be like, well, because the world's crazy, I just suck into this like little kid movie. But no, I really think this holds up on its own. The messages, the voice acting, the animation, everything is on point in this film. They don't hold anything back. They really go for some bold, big decisions, but they go for some simple, fun little moments. Everything here is so great. The voice acting, oh my goodness. Zac Efron as Fred, oh my goodness. Gina Rodriguez, as controversial as she is, she was a fun like Latina version of Velma. We also have Shaggy and Scooby, who are great. We have Blue Falcon, voiced by Mark Wahlberg, who I'm not a fan of, but Marky Mark does fine here, I guess. Like, he does fine. Ken Jeong, he's the one who surprised me the most. When I saw he was going to be Dino Mutt, I was nervous, because Ken Jeong can have an interesting comedic taste that doesn't always work for me, but Dino Mutt had me rolling in this movie. Like, every time I needed like a good legit laugh, it usually came from Dino Mutt. That's what I'm saying. This movie has so many different things that work for so many different levels. There's references to wacky races, there's references to like Magilla Gorilla and Jabberjaw. There's just a lot to dive into in one movie that like, I can't believe I am overwhelmed by Scoob. Maybe it's because I haven't seen like a big budget Marvel movie that has 5 million Easter eggs and connected to this movie and this movie. I don't know, but for some reason this movie really like sunk its teeth into me and just sucked it all out. With how good this movie looks, it is a shame I could not see this on a big screen. I am so grateful to have a like screener copy to watch at home, and I was happy about that, but I kept thinking like, wow, with how big this plot is, with how wild this animation is, this would look so good on the biggest screen possible. So that is something I have to note. I have to talk about it. I'm not going to hold it against the movie because this is supposed to be a theatrical release, but during whatever's happening with the theaters closing, they had to release it on video on demand, which I'm happy they did. I would say this is definitely worth the money to watch, to rewatch. It's a quick viewing. Your kid would watch this once or 2 times a day, I'm sure, because it's that fun, that quick, that easy. But I can't help feeling like, man, I would have loved to see all of this fun, all of these references on the big screen, to see what we really would have done with this franchise. Again, I want a franchise. I want this to do well on this video on demand platform because I would like to see more. This is such a good time, and they set it up here too. So smart. So much in this movie that I thought was just so fun. For lifelong Hanna Barbera fans like myself, this is a must-see. I can see some classic fans of Scooby-Doo not liking that they split up the gang. Like we have a lot of the times with Shaggy Scooby with like the Blue Falcon gang. Then we have Daphne, Velma, and Fred doing their own thing. I can see people not loving that, but when they get together in a good enough time, everything comes together. There's a big group stuff, so I like that vibe. I can see that not working for some people, but it worked for me. Like I said, anyone who likes Scooby-Doo or Hanna Barbera, this is a must-see for you guys. Alright everyone, that is it from my review of the new film Scoob. I am so happy I got to see this. I'm so happy I got to talk about it. I plan on doing a video where I reference all of the Hanna-Barbera stuff in here, or like I mention what's in here and do some Easter eggs so you guys can keep an eye out for it. But make sure you guys see Scoob this weekend. There's going to be a live tweeting event that they're doing. Tweet with the cast of this. There's such a good cast. There's such good energies. I cannot wait to see this movie do well. Alright guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Are you a fan of Scooby-Doo? I don't know if this is like a generational thing or if it's just me because I liked weird horror stuff, but what is your feelings on Scooby-Doo? Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel because I make videos like this every single week. Do my little dance to this. Oh, and make sure you guys give me a thumbs up because YouTube takes those way too seriously. Alright everyone, let's talk about Scoob down below.